How are you? I am kind of just prepping a little bit. You guys have seen me do this a lot. I'm kind of just waiting for you to say hello to me. My laptop is on. My coffee is getting drank. Drank. What would that be? Drinking. I am drinking my coffee. Yes, how are you? Say hello to me. Let's see, who do we have out here with me? I know it's bad, but I have been missing talking to you guys and catching up. You know that it is my love to come and hang out with you guys. I have been a little bit busy. That one's not cutting straight. I'm still getting used to my new Tim Holtz paper cutter. Have you guys been doing it? Hey, good morning, Yvonne. How are you? Oh my goodness. What are you doing up so early in the morning? Are you going to tell me you're a morning person? I don't know if I can be friends with you, Yvonne. If you just have to let me sleep in. Okay, when we go out on crafty girl trips, you're just going to have to let me sleep in because I am not anywhere near a morning person, not even, okay? I don't like that one so much as this one. This one so far is still my absolutely favorite. It is called the Close to My Heart scissors. Close to My Heart fussy cutting scissors. And I figured out what I'm doing wrong with my Tim Holtz little paper cutter. I am not pressing and holding it at the same time. I'm just holding and pulling, and that's not correct. So yes, I will tell you what I have going on. Hey. Yeah, am I still upside down? Yes, because I was going to say hello to you. Hi, how are you? Okay, so yes, I am still in my pajamas. I told you guys I'm not the morning person at all, okay? But I have missed you guys, and I have missed chatting with you. It has been a little bit on the crazy side over here, but I have been in my, hello, Shirley and Dahlia. Dale, oh my God, what Dahlia? Dale, how are you? And Rita, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me. Yes, I'm in pajamas. Yes, I am playing with paper. And my thing this year was going to be to try to stretch our scrapbooking paper. So here's what the back of my pictures look like. Okay, so here is a picture. It has a pretty little trim on it. And this is what the back looks like. So this is my first tip, that this is how I'm trying to stretch my paper. Now I have tons and tons of solid paper, and the solid paper needs to get used more. That was my other idea, that I need to use more solid paper. Do you guys do this often also? Let me see if I can read. I'm too far away. Kelly, how are you? Yes, so the back of it looks like this. I have Kelly. I'm so glad you're here. Excited to see more Hermosa projects. Okay, Hermosa projects have me, let me tell you, hypnotized. I cannot look at anything else except for Hermosa paper. Yes, I'm telling you, good morning, Shirley, Mabel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me tell you how much I have been missing you all. I have tried to do a live, a video. It just hasn't happened for me. I am beyond crazy busy trying to get the house next door sold. It's really been, I don't even know what to say. We've sold lots of houses. I think this is, I laugh all the time because I think it might be our 1, 2, 3, 4, is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. This is the house I live in now is house number 4 that we have purchased in the last 15 years in the same zip code. Excuse me, that's the little it bit, in the same zip code. I love my zip code, okay? We've moved around homes with different intentions of how to live in the homes. I will never ever tell you that I'm a flipper, that I flip my house or rehab my house for my own personal love of it. I don't know how the people flip homes and live in them, because it is not something that I would do. I have been moving for the stage of in our life. I've never we haven't found the home that we have lived in and stayed in for the entire time. Maybe we should have just made it work instead of move. But whatever. There were things that we did, and so this is house number house number 4 in the same zip code. And the zip code before that was, let me see, we had 2 homes before that, so that would be home number 7. Hey Patty, how are you? That was 2 other homes before that in the same state, area, 100-mile radius. But listen, I am really loving Hermosa. It has me like hypnotized. I cannot tell you. All I want to do is play with Hermosa. It has been a little bit challenging, and look at what I'm wearing to tell you about challenging. Okay, this is bright purple, and this is a solid purple. Yes, this is the t-shirt that my friend that says create on it, but this looks good. Okay, so to me, in my eyes, so when I look at Hermosa, I'm trying to make it look good for my happy eyes. It may not work for you. I love the brightness and happiness of Hermosa. That is just totally my cup of tea or coffee. So you may want to dial it down and add maybe some pastels to it. I've tried and it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So today, or this past weekend, I got my order, Champagne Gold. Oh, I only ordered one 40 pack of it. Champagne Gold, okay? And this is the Ivory Solid. So I thought that Ivory Solid, I was going to try to see if it works for Hermosa. That's what I want to work on. My page is from last week. I'll show you my page from last week. First, I don't know if I already glued it down. Let me take a look here. Yes, it is glued down. So this is my page from I don't know if it's last week or 2 weeks. It's been a whirlwind of situation. But it's the one that I showed you with the little, we called it, oh, Anna's going to get mad at me. I'm going to forget what the little piquete paper, the little banner here on top. Let me see if you've got me here. Okay, so it's the little banner right here. This little banner comes from the happy birthday cake with a little unicorn on it, okay? But you can easily make it. You can see that I made the ones in the gold, and I just cut it into little rectangles to fit in. And then I made some doilies to add on top, and it just wasn't working for me. So I tried to calm it down, and I don't know if you can kind of see underneath this little strip here, I had it in green. Yes, green is not a calm it down paper. Okay, it was this green that's on this side, okay? But when I tried to add pale to this paper, it just didn't work for me. I didn't care for it. It's just, I don't know. Does anybody know the rules of color? I'm not a designer. I am not been taught properly how to make scrapbook pages. I just make them the way that I like, the way that I feel is correct, but I have never been. But when I play with this one and add this pale green, it just wasn't working for me. Somebody tell me why, I don't know, but it just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So by the way, also, I have to be at work today, not till 1. So we're going to wrap this up in the next hour or so, because I've got to go figure out how to get myself put together. But, okay, so I did try to do the solid bright green all the way around, and I'm going to tell you, I didn't like it. So I had to go back and put that other color, which is this part. Okay, and again, this is me trying to save and stretch our paper, because I don't know if anybody else is hurting, but the paper packs to me are getting more expensive, and since I'm buying more and more, it's really working on, it's really kind of taking a cut out of my what I call mad money, paper money. So here is what I am doing. Okay, and now see there's a pale green that is, it was the border of this one. I'm gonna drop this down so we can see it together, okay? And I'll show you the details on this one, and I'll tell you what I used for it, okay? Let's do that first because I'm confusing myself, aren't I? And I don't want to confuse anybody. Let's move this one. That's the second page. It's going to go fast because I've already kind of done them. Let me move them over to another side. Yes, and I have kind of been playing with my room. You guys know that I have been organizing that corner back there. I don't know what to do with that monster corner. That is 2 cabinets. They're those school corner cabinets that, whew, it's just a lot. It's a lot. So I'm going to try to figure out another way to work that. And I think what I've decided, and I'm going to close this door and you can kind of see better. In my room, this is wall 1, which is my china cabinet. This is corner 1, which is my file cabinet with all my dies. And oh, that's working so well. I love having the dies. They're not quite exactly where I want them to be at. I haven't organized them correctly. I have them kind of labeled, but I want to put them in some kind of other organizing way that I haven't figured that out yet. But I think this is going to get moved to this corner, okay, because that corner is about the right size. And then this whole section here is going to get swapped with that area. And I've already ordered the Big Monster IKEA Kallack, that is those little squares, 12 by 12 squares. Everything that's there used to be in a 12 by 12 Kallack at my old house. So I'm going to put it all right here, and I'm doubling it up all the way up to the ceiling. I've done measurements, and it's going to be our weekend project some weekend soon. I don't know when, but I'm glad that I have kind of a plan because that's where my solids are, and I haven't been able to get to them. So that's coming. That's coming. Okay. Now I'm going to spin my little top here. My little. I always kind of try to warn you because it's. I don't want you to get dizzy. Okay, and then we're going to bring in this one, and we're going to talk about this page and what I was struggling with. This is a completely different type of paper, right? It's really bright. You have to kind of be bold and do what you think is correct. Hey, Rita, how are you doing? No need to follow the rules. Yes, right? Do whatever you need to do. You need a color wheel. I have a color wheel. And then what do I do with the color wheel? What's I have a color wheel. And I used to have it. I'm pulling it out of my cabinet back here because it needs to be out and about, okay? So my thing is with the color wheel, okay? So what's the deal with the tones and not the tones? Because it didn't look right to my eye to put the pale pink next to it, okay? I understand. Color computer is what this one is called. So here is with black added. This is how you make the colors, maybe. Green, orange, green. Oh, so turn the color dial on the computer rim and mixture of the colors, and this is how you end up with those colors. How fabulous. Flesh, sky, earth, sea, and gray. Suggested color mixes. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Mix any 2 primary with red and orange and black or white. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I need a color lesson because I just do whatever feels good to my eye and I don't know the rules. And we should just throw the rules out. Yes, I agree. So the main color for me. Yeah, I don't have time to learn about this, right? But the main color is missing, pink. Oh, that is so funny. So pink, greens, oranges. And we're missing black, which is here. So this tells you complementary to these colors, right? You're going to complement green. Well, thank goodness, because I'm assuming that that's my shades where green, pink would fall in, and it would be in the greens. And I did use greens. Okay, that's what I immediately got. I think that's the basic Christmas color, right? And I did use this one. Now let me show you which colors I used. I used this. This is called Holiday Petal Color Cardstock. So this is for holiday little minis. I'm wanting to say, hello, Deborah. How are you? Good morning. From Virginia. Oh, I bet it's not blistering hot. This week is going to be crazy hot for us, and I think we're supposed to have rain. Yes. So that is green, and the back is a darker green, and I love doing that. So when I did that here, and do I have it already glued in? This is the doily, and I think I already put my doily away. Die. This is the doily, and I just made it work with and cut it up and made it fit. Do you see that? Made it fit the corners that I want it to do. Now, I'm going to show you a boo-boo that I have. And I don't know if you can see. Can you see the bright pink and then you see specks of white right in those spaces? Okay. That is me using the repositionable tape. When you take off the repositionable tape, it takes the color off. So you need to be very careful where you put your repositionable tape on, okay? So anyway, I was trying to tell you what I used here. I did the bright green underneath, this very trim. This is all black. I'm going back to base. Have I told you I haven't had my coffee yet? I'm working on it. Let's find my ruler so I can tell you exactly how many inches this is. It looks like it's maybe 1.5 inches, do you think? And here, yep, 1.5 inches. So I went around 1.5 inches. This is the black with the plaid on this side. And then the bright pink is this gorgeousness. And I love this paper. Look how easy that would be a layout right there to me. Right? Look at that. That would be so much fun. Now, I am having a fit because I don't have flowers for these little things, but look how that would be right there. That would be fast, 6 pictures, and off you go. A little journaling, and you're ready. And I apologize. My bracelet is hitting the glass. Okay, so here we have that. And then on the other side is where I wanted to show you. I did that little tiny fillet of green, and that was a 1/4. And I just thought it didn't feel right for me. So I went and got that same paper and put it on top. And I also put green right here in this middle. And then this bright pink is on the top. And then I also used it here. So I'm trying to base and kind of hold all my paper together and using the rule of 3s. So for me, the rules of 3s is, somebody told me that in painting that you're supposed to use a gallon of paint of one color in your house and a pint of paint in one color of your house and a itty bitty dropper of one color in your house. You're supposed to have 3 colors and you stick to those, and you have those 3 colors that you're using. Does that make any sense to anybody? Oh my goodness. So I try to hold things in 3. So I'm thinking the black, the pink, and the greens are what I'm pulling in. Yes, I have this other print right here. And then we have all this little, I call it kind of confetti banner on the top. Is it called picadillo? It's because the little paper kind of looks like a tiny, hey Tracy, how are you? Oh, it's so good to hear you. The little paper is poked like a snowflake with a little needle, so you call it picadillo. So that's just a little banner, okay? And then I used these leftover pieces, just the little leftover pieces on, and did I already glue it? maybe yes. But I did one little tiny, and I'll get my ruler. I did the green in the background. Okay, right here. So 1, 2, 3, 2.5. So it's 2.5, and then going across my little green one is 3.5. So 2.5 by 3.5. Little they're right here. Where's my little tickets? I just used what I had left over from the green that I was using, okay? And I backed it with a color. I was trying to hone in the purple that's back here, that's purple in my dress. This little green one, remind me somebody what that little corner is from. Is it from Heirloom? I think I still have it here somewhere. My little knick-knack stuff right here. This one, this die, is it the Heirloom corners? I have 4 of them, which I love because then you can run them really fast. Yes, right there. So I put it in each corner, kind of bringing that gold that was up here on that banner, bringing it over here, and then dropping it over here. So I'm still sticking again to what I'm calling my rule of 3s. 1, 2, and 3. 3 little bunches of, I don't have flowers, but that's what, to me, this little accent up here, if I had little flowers, they would go right there, okay? But I don't have flowers with this collection, and I haven't cut any flowers out or fussy cut these little babies, okay? And I kind of use that little gold as a corner punch, and I also, you can barely see it in here. Let me see if I put green behind it. Remember I told you I had those little fans? I wish I hadn't completely, there you go, now you can see that. This is a little doily that I kind of pleated into a fan. It's right there, okay? And the doily on the very top, I just didn't care for it. It didn't work for me. So I put it kind of into those little corners. Right there's another one, you can see that one in red, you see that? And then I had another one that was kind of a more purple. And so I'm using them as a flower within my page layout. I don't have one for this one. So, oh well. And then I had this little extra one left over. This is the dark green. I thought it was a little book, but it is a little book. Thank you. And this is a flower that was on my table, and I thought that that went just perfect with the pink background. So I used that little picture. And then this is basically my little journaling tag. And I made a corner in here when you start layering this in. I love to show you how I put this together, but I am so sorry I glued it all in. So in here is my little foam dot. You're not gonna be able to see that, I'm sorry. My foam dot pocket. Okay, in between here is where I'm trying to tell you. My foam dot pocket is in there. And then we go right into this little section, and it kind of fits into that little corner and holds into that space. That's it. That's the picture. I really wanted this middle picture to be a 5x7. But I didn't have a 5x7 printer. My 5x7 printer is not working. It has some kind of computer issue, so it doesn't want to do it. So I did it in paper, and that's this piece right here. And then I made this picture look bigger by adding the same little outline of it. Does that make sense to you guys? So I printed it in paper on 5x7, and then I went in and cut it, and then I put the glossy photo on top. I didn't have a 5x7 glossy to print, and the printing was horrible. It wasn't my normal thing. So there is the way I kind of brought it in for, you know, Hermosa. I don't know. You guys decide how you want to pull out some of the colors. Maybe only using a strip of this. I can see working on something. You know, when we go and do, you know, greens, this is just, you know, you can do all 3 to me colors. Look how pretty that would be. All of these papers just work so lovely together. So you have 3, you know, 2 pictures there, And it's like they shouldn't work together, but that purple and that purple are in the same family, same dye. Do you see what I mean? Those two, little purple and the dark blue purple. Do you see that? So to me, I feel like it works. And how is that not a layout? Just using those little squares, and here we go. There is that the little pocket corner is the little journaling, because I like to use, I like to keep my little journaling private and push it into a little corner. I always have tried to use that as my little spot where I put my secret thoughts to my kiddo. So, hello, Kelly. How are you? Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am so in need of more coffee. How is everybody doing? Oh my God. Wait 1 second. Let me turn this around and you guys can talk to me while I say this. Did you see the HSN preview? Did you? What were your thoughts with the HSN preview? It's on live this morning. It is Christmas in July. Oh, and tomorrow is a members only purchase day. Okay, so if you are not a member of the Anna Griffin membership plan, you need to be, because we are doing we as in Anna Griffin is doing a monthly only members live, and during that time you get to buy a purchase that's supposed to be only for members. I think last month was the Hermosa paper. Am I correct? Hermosa was last time. I know. Look, that is so pretty. That is just so pretty. And here I'm looking at that, and I want those fans on this back part. We're gonna have to work on that. I'm so sorry. I just haven't had time to play with you guys. You just don't know how much I want to. Okay, now let me show you back to my page 2. I just had to talk to you and see you for a second. Lewis, we hear you, honey. Sorry, didn't warn you there. Okay, here we are. Okay, so here is my page thought for this thought, okay, it's been in my brain for a long time, this layout. Before I cut off 1/4 of an inch around, and you can't see that. Do you guys do this like this morning time? I mean, I could do it. I just have to wake up earlier and figure out what I'm doing. I think we don't have enough light in here. Let me turn on my construction light. Did that help? Yeah, look, see, when it blinks on, I feel like the whites are better. Okay, so this is a 12 by 12, simple 12 by 12. I cut off 1/4 of an inch of it because I think I want to use it as a top to kind of keep everything nice and trim. Okay. I just love doing that. I don't know why. And also, look, if you just wanted to flip this over like this, look at that. Isn't that just lovely? Isn't that just lovely? Anita HAM, hello from OKC. So glad to catch your live. Oh my God, your first time living with me? Thank you so much. Okay, now here's the next one. You guys are gonna get mad at me because I pulled out an old die. And this is the die that came from Anna Griffin's, what should you call them? Fancy folds, fancy pleats, paper tricks. Thank you, paper tricks, and paper tricks number 3. So it's a box pleat, but then the box pleat does this cute little thing on the top. I'm trying to see where my camera is. I think, did I move my camera to the other spot while I was doing this? Yeah. Okay, so you see it's a simple box pleat, but then it has this little rounded area. And again, I was trying to calm it down with the green. And the green to me is just a go-to because of these gorgeous green little leaves. So although you think that I'm just kind of going and not looking, I am trying to find the green that matches the leaves is my intention, okay? So let's measure, because I know you'll ask me and I won't know. I think it's 3, 4. So this is a 4-inch strip, okay? And then I added 1/4 inch on each side of this paper that we left over, okay? And then in my head, I had Did I have this standing up? Did I have it laying down? Oh. My newest thing. Sketches. I'm not that kind of crafter, but I did in my head because I was at work. You guys can see this is my work paper. And I said, oh, I want to do a sketch. I want to do this. So I had this standing up. And then I wanted a circle and a little banner is what my head was telling me I wanted. And some kind of little ruffle on the edges. Because I wanted to see how Hermosa looked with ruffles. So here is the little doily. Okay, now to make the doily not cut all the way through, you guys have to play with that. When you go and run your die, you want to run the part that you don't want to cut off of your cutting magnet plate. And then you run it through your machine so that this part just stays flapping out. And that way you have the die in solid on the other side. What are those called? They're called something. They're called off the edge, rounded edge, something. Okay, and then this is one of the little pockets. Tell me that pale green doesn't work with this. I was forcing it, but is it not the right tone, the right family? I was gonna put, I'm trying to use the paper. I'm gonna put this right on top of it, so I'm keeping that green. Is it more avocado? It's kind of like a pale, but it just doesn't make me as happy as this bright green. Do you see the different colors in that? Somebody tell me the rule why I don't like it. But I'm using it because you know what? I already cut it. So here's where I was using the Paper Tricks number 3. And you know how to do this. Those are those box pleats. 3/4 inside and then an inch in the middle. So here, and then I did a little pocket because I think we have pocket anniversaries and I did it in black. I love the way that came out. I did notice when I was doing that in this little pocket, this little curly cue gets stuck every time I go in and out of my pocket. So therefore, I put a little bit of acetate. I don't know if you can see in the little holes. Do you see tiny little bit of gloss in there? Do you see that? And that gloss is a piece of acetate. So when I put that little acetate in there, now my little pocket can just slide in and out. It was constantly getting stuck on this little piece here. And I thought I was going to tear it, or I could just see that my little fingers that are looking at my phone, excuse me, my books are going to tear that off. I didn't think it was going to survive. So there's that little thing right there. That's the element. Now this one is just a little tiny booklet. I used the compendium dies. This is another paper right here. Okay, it's completely different family. It's pale pink, but I think it went okay with the pale green. Does that make sense? When I moved the pale pink to this paper, I was just like, I don't know. It kind of looks like too milkshaky. I don't know. It just didn't work for me. Annie Pence, are you awake with me? Thank you, Annie. Hey, how are you? And then I had to cover up that little space because my plates were dirty and they had that little funky, ugly color. So, okay. And then the same thing with this one. When you have two that you want to do like this, then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to run your plate off of that little edge so it doesn't cut it. Okay. We'll do it again. I just kind of want to show you how I was doing this. So this little book here is going to be my little journaling stash. Okay, have not journaled in that yet, but that is a, just like putting pictures down. I have different goals for the year. Last year I did tons and tons of pages, but I didn't get pictures to my paper and tell my story. So this year, my goal was to put pictures on the layout that I'm showing you. It's going to take me more time. It's going to be a little slower of a process. But for me, I need to be able to do that so that I can justify sitting here and not getting pictures on paper would be horrible. Uh, so, and I want to stretch out the paper. So I'm showing you again, this is how I'm stretching out my paper. There we go. So, hey Shirley, how are you? Isn't it nice that Annie came to visit us? And then this little floss is just two little dots. I made little notches on it. Let me see if I can show you. Two little notches right there. A little hole punch right there. I'm trying to see. And then, so you can, usually I would wrap it all the way around it, but I didn't want to have the bulk on the back. I wanted you to be able to see the floss. Okay, here we go. Hey, Gwen, how are you? Good morning. I'm so happy you guys are here with me. What do you think? Do you guys like this early morning situation? Okay. So the 4 pictures I cut out with the compendium that had the little notches, okay, that makes it look like a little ticket. And then I went back and pulled out the ticket spaces in here so that I can see, so I can use that paper. That is where all of these little pieces came out of. Okay, now let me show you the other one that I have here. You can see. On this paper, my leftover piece was not this size. It was only this size right here. So right here, you can see I went and glued it. What did they call it on Creative Memories? I think they called it welding it together. I used wet glue and put it back together. No, it doesn't have a perfect match. That was not my goal, to try to make it a perfect match. I just wanted to be able to use it. Hello, Claire McDonald, how are you? So I just put it together because it would be so sad that I wanted it to be one piece. I guess I could have made different pieces, but in my head, when I was looking at my sketch from work, I could see that I had 4 pictures mounted on one paper, and that was my goal. It still didn't come out. I was thinking of making them more square, but I was trying to leave more pictures, more of the picture behind, so I made them longer. So this is what I ended up with. Let's see what size we are at. A little bit more than 6, so like 6 1/4 going across, 6 1/4. Okay, and then long ways. Oh, this isn't a real ruler. I forget that. Or is it a real ruler on this side? It's 10 1/4 and a smidgen. 10 1/4 and a smidgen. Okay, so I want to show you, just because you don't have the right size, if you just get it, look, on this side, you're never going to be able to see that unless I sit here and high definition show you that that's a little weld. Okay, and that's another, sorry, I'm not having my camera in the same spot as I usually do. Right there is a little weld. Now, I did notice that my little paper starts to give me my ink release right there when I run it twice. Is it when I run it twice? So be careful where you put your weld. Be careful where you, here on this one, you can see much better. So I haven't put anything on it. Do you see that little line there? But when you go to this side and put something on it, nobody's going to notice, even if you did maybe a journaling tag right on top. Okay? Don't worry about that little weld. Leave it alone. Just go on about the day and have fun and keep going, okay? I wanted to show you that. Now, we're back to this one. And I just very basic, 3 elements. This little strip that's our monster border, right? That has the pleat. Your little pocket with your journaling. It needs flowers in my brain, but this is all flowered up, so you know, you kind of go with that. And then I wanted to put my pictures right on top, but I'm having an issue because I'm covering up my entire border. So I started playing around with this, and I think moving it might give me, like right dead center, might show more of that border. Do you see what I mean? And then I'm not hiding all of it. You can kind of play with it to see where you want to put it at. Okay, what do you think? So that is super easy to do when you have your element and you think that maybe something is what you want it to be, but I can't force it. It's not looking right to me, so I have to change it. And just as easily, dead center, I think my border could be opposite, so we could see more of this deliciousness over here that I worked so hard on making those box pleats. And there, what do you think? It could be straight and this one be cockeyed, right? Okay. And then I wanted to kind of see what it would look like with the white or the ivory cardstock. Okay. Haven't decided if I'm going to use it, but here is there, that one here. Okay. And I really thought I needed maybe an inch at least, but I filleted and did a quarter. You see, I don't like it as much as that big bright one in the back. I see too much of the white, but you know, that's your own preference. I'm just trying to show you what I'm playing with, and as just the elements on here, I'm really liking different things. I kind of think that this would be really nice to skip a space. Remember in Crop at Home, was it 4? She showed us how to keep going up with these cuts. So I kind of just like that. You know, look at it and see what you're thinking. It's nice to look at. You can do also just the same if we did it at the bottom. Now, I know we can cover up more white space with this pocket up here. I don't know if I like the pocket on top. What do you guys think of this? You like the bright pink. It's just, you know, when I look at this white ivory in the background like this, I immediately think it looks like one of those designer pages because they always have a white space to let your eye rest on. Or is it just my craziness that I'm thinking of? I think I want to try one more edge. So let's practice doing the edges, because this is just playing for fun, right? Nobody's here doing anything for work. I'm going to cut out a quarter more on this one. Now remember that this paper is no longer 12 inches, so you kind of have to look at. And I have been practicing with my Tim Holtz one here, and so I like that I can get into this little groove and make sure my paper is as straight as I think it's going to be. Okay, and then what I think I'm messing up on is I need to bring it down into this quarter and somehow hold it. I think that's why I'm not getting a complete cut, because it has that little spring that pops it up, and I think I'm not getting it down, holding it down enough. And I see the reason for the spring being that it's easier, but usually I'm doing this. I'm finding my little quarter and going up. Oh, I hit something there. Maybe my channel's not completely straight. You see, I messed that little paper up. Maybe you can glue it back in. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to try two more spots. So what we're doing is not going all the way up to the top. You're gutting the paper out. I think it's sharp enough. I think that my paper got snagged in there. And you see, I think this needs to be held down. Maybe I need a magnet or a tape or something to hold it down. You guys can give me better ideas. I don't know. Are you guys using what type of tool are you using to do these little cuts? Didn't snag it there. You see, maybe I went too fast. Do you think? Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so now with my light, I know, maybe I need to go back to my old excuse me, Martha Stewart. I can feel that right in there. And I'm not getting all the way through this paper. So I am usually have Mondays off, but I am making up days from 2 weeks ago where we moved Nick to Houston, and so I had to reschedule my appointments. And so I'm working today to do my extra reschedule people, because it's hard. My patients get scheduled 6 months in advance. I did not go through that at all. And then here's the boo-boo one. You know what has to happen on that little spot where I messed it up? I have to put something on it. You know, you never know. Something has to go on that little piece. Oh man, that's a tough one. Are my eyes awake this early? It's not even that early, okay? It's not like I'm most people, it's noon for them. They've been up since 5 in the morning. But okay, let's see. I think I can cut it from this side better. Maybe it is time for me to get a new blade. You think? You know, I don't remember doing that to my Martha Stewart punch. I don't remember, God, how many times. I have so many of the replacement blades because I don't think I've replaced it that often. And this one I have replaced quite often. So tomorrow is members only live, and I'm working, and for me members only live starts at 11, and my lunch break is usually at 12 to 2, so I will have to get my order in early for my members time, because during our members time is when you place your order, you get your monthly patch. Not that I needed any extra help placing an order, because I have problems not placing orders. Like, I don't need any more encouragement. There we go. So I think I might be able to go to the Scrap Shack camp crop in July at Clear Lake. It's in Clear Lake. I haven't quite figured out the technicalities. I do have a ticket. That's the biggest thing, because I bought my ticket when we were there for the Tiffany's party. So that means that I will have a ticket, which should be really nice to be there. Yeah, if I have to buy more of these, I don't know if I want to. Somebody stand up. Oh, how funny. My boys, husband and son, think that I am not reachable. Therefore, they're trying to tag me with this cute little iWatch. Is that not funny? They bought me tons of little bands and think that they can find me better if I have a watch on. And you know what? It's working. Because it's too cute not to wear. Okay. So here is where I am on this. And then this one is going to go on the outside, right? Isn't that just already so pretty of a solid? And then when you put this one in, you want your little scallops to match, okay? And look how pretty that is right there. This is just step one of your page, right? Your base. Your base, and therefore if your base is already so pretty, right there, then you can add your mounted pictures and you're off to the races, okay? So now we have this little piece that's left over for another page, right? Maybe the back, okay? And I still think I want to cut out that white from the center. But, okay, now, remember I was telling you to be careful with this paper. It's almost like it's a, what do they call it? Lime wash, Venetian plaster. That's what I'm thinking, Venetian plaster. So you have to be careful with the walls of the house when you have that. I've had that before. Be careful not to scrape it too much. Be on the gentle side with your paper. Right here, you see that little boo-boo is on there. So I'll probably, it's probably from my little pocket that's been sitting on it for so long. But do you see how cute that is? Oh, I just love it. So now I want to take out a nice big chunk of the inside, and I really want to gut the inside. So I'm thinking an inch. That'll give us a really nice space there. I'm thinking at least an inch, maybe even an inch and a half. Okay, so same theory, same thing. And what do you think? Should we get a new blade for this thing? I think I have one. Let's look. Let's look. Tell me something good, guys. Okay, so what is our class going to be on tomorrow? Okay, so they come in these little things right here, and I guess that's what I'm going to be using my garage sale money on, is blades for this little thing. There. And let's see if getting a brand new one makes a difference. And then I kind of just separate this a little bit. It doesn't look like it's dull or anything, but you know, it's very sharp, so don't go touching those things. Put it over there with those little knick-knackies. And this just goes into this area. Okay. And we're going to go in here and make sure that my little channel thing is as clean as it can be. Maybe that's what was happening. Sorry. I don't know where my... Okay, so we're thinking about an inch. I like the idea of an inch off. Okay. Doesn't feel like enough, but if we do an inch and a half, I think that'll be too much. So let's go back to the whole inch. And now remember, this paper is different. It's not going to be an inch. This is 11, so our inch is going to stop in the 10, at the 10-inch mark. And sometimes I don't remember that. And I like to put a little tiny something to remind me to stop somewhere. And 10 right there. And plus, this paper is super busy, so you can't see what you need to see. So we are at 11, so it's going to stop at that 10 mark. And over here, I already have it, these Sharpies already right here. So now I remember I have to hold this. Maybe I have to find out. I was holding it from just this side, but I felt like it wasn't enough. Yes, it cuts like butter. It's brand new. Yes, it does. I'm telling you, I'm just going to have to invest on blades, I guess. Refills. And here I'm going down at that one. And I do like to use both sides of my blade. That's why I'm going up and down. I guess you could turn them around if you're a person that only cuts in one direction. And I do love these little channels to get my little fingernail right into that little space and kind of bump it over ever so slightly. Right there. and down. Now this works with a piercing paper cutter. It doesn't work if you have the rotary, unless you're Eve Young, and Eve Young is able to do some kind of crazy engineering that she can do it with a rotary cutter. And if you are that talented, then you go ahead and use that. I will spend an extra $30 to get this cutter, or I don't know how much it is. I think I use my garage sale money for these kind of items, because to me those are refill items, consumable items. Hello, Beatrice. How are you from Central Cali? Oh, tell me that you're having wonderful weather. Tell me it's like 60 degrees and 50 in the winter. Tell me. In Dallas, and well, Annie and I are in Texas, and Annie's in Dallas, and I'm way down. Yes, tell me, Vicky, that yes, that you are like in some beautiful weather. What is it right now, Annie? 105? It is for me. It is for me. I don't know yet exactly what the weather is. Okay, look, I did much better. Now I do absolutely love my Caterpillar. That's what this is called, a Caterpillar light. And I can see where it's at. See if I kind of separate a little bit of that paper, I can kind of get my little cutting blade into this little space. Right here. So you can see, first of all, I was going to talk about that. This is Hermosa paper. It is the members only paper from Anna Griffin. You need to be a member. Come join us. It is so much fun to be in the group of social. We get to socialize, and it's just really fun to do. We get a bunch of benefits, but for me, it's all about the community, meeting everybody. I think I'm in the process of rearranging my work schedule so that I'm off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm gonna move my work day to Thursday so that I don't miss any more membership days. Isn't that funny? Okay, so here is our quarter. Pay attention to where your scallops are. Here is the 1 inch. Oh, I love that. I love this print. To me, just looks like tres leches cake. That's what I see when I see that. And you can figure out what issues I have there. And then we decided that maybe this needed to be standing up in my eyes, and my flowers are all kind of going in different ways. This one's going down and these are going up, so I'm going with that one. And I'd like to put, now this one is not a full 12 because this little paper pleating thing did not cut a whole 12. It was going to be like a 1/2 inchy thing. So technically this is, I will tell you, that kind of, you see, it's a 1/4 short from the 12 inch. So I kind of am making that work, and I'm going to center it inside that first 1/4 there and there. And then my lovely pictures, and I'm going back to talk about that, the pictures. Okay, I always, when I first looked at these gorgeous pictures, I thought, oh, this is Hermosa, this is going to be great for fiesta pictures and Cinco de Mayo pictures, and this is my husband and I on a date, and I think they look just fine. Okay, so here is the page. And I have saved this part from the inside. I still have a 1/4 missing from this little piece, right? Okay, Ana Galvan, what are you doing, sweetheart? I missed you all week and I haven't spoken to you in forever. So gutting the picture, the thing here has saved this amount for me. And I think that really works. I like having the white space. Now, if you want less, because you're a less person, then that's okay. You can take off one of these rings if you wanted to, and go with this. Okay, and you can have more of what I'm calling a designer look, because to me that is more designer-ish, like you have that white space to let your eye rest and enjoy the picture. Donna McPherson, hey sweet lady, how are you? I'm so happy to see you, at least via the YouTube. But this is what I'm thinking is option one for me. Okay, you can always keep going. You can keep changing it up. If you don't want anything cockeyed, you can keep it completely straight. Look at that. Okay. So try it out. Show me what you think about this. Look, this is so easy to play with. Look at how that straight up look to me looks designer-ish. That is just the little light here gets to rest. Really easy, just so easy. I may have to do that one, but I don't think so, because I'm a more and more person. And plus the page is going to maybe complement the other one, is what I'm thinking. So I don't think I can keep it. And this little tiny piece is a piece that goes to my boo-boo. And where did the boo-boo go? Go? Nobody knows. You see the difference here? So here's the two page layouts. Here is completely filled with print. Here you have a little bit less. Can you do another color instead of that? And let's go find some pale pinks, because we're playing. We're playing with paper. I said we were going to play with paper and coffee. I'm still trying to get my coffee in. Okay, this pink. Okay. Doesn't look too muted. Oh no, something doesn't look too horrible muted. It's just what I have, and okay. So here you can move your picture this way if you want to use Hermosa with a little bit less Mosa. How about that? Okay. There's so many options of layouts. Like, I don't even know how many layouts that we do already. Just moving them around. Okay. There's that one, instead of using the pink. So you have to decide which one you like. I like the white ivory because it made it feel so designer-like, kind of like crisp white bed sheets. Okay. I like pink because I like pink. I don't know visually if this pink is the right pink for me. I might have to go look at something a little more neon. This is just the first pink I pulled from my stash. Literally, the first pink I pulled from my stash, and I think maybe it needs to be a little bit more baby pink. Not quite Barbie pink. Let's see. I might pull the same exact one. No, this one is opposite. This one is more Barbie pink. You see? The pink is softer on my eye. I agree. You have to do, oh, but this is so pretty. Oh, that looks like it's the right pink for these little inner part of the flowers. Let me see if we bring this one over here. Okay. So I feel like that pink is really grabbing that inner flower. I'm not going to be able to get rid of any of these solids. I have these solids forever, but look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my goodness. I really was trying to get that one, but I didn't think I was going to be able to, because I think it's too 1980s mauve. I had mauve curtains, velvet mauve curtains in my life at one time that my sweet mother-in-law gave me. Okay, look at that. I'm going to say no to the hot pink or the hotter pink. Yes, no, maybe. I love the pinks together, right? Yes. So it's just, try to figure out what works for you. I like them all. I don't know if I like that pink with green, but pink and green is fabulous. Like Tracy, Tracy, that's her sorority colors. So pink and green. She is a pink and green girl. Like this would be perfect, Tracy Early. Where are you? For some sorority pictures, right? Because the pink and the green would work. Uh, but I don't know, you guys are so gorgeous and your outfits are so beautiful with your sorority. I think for your pictures, maybe I would have to do white. Look, completely different. Ooh, and then maybe an inner page. And then this one on top, and then your pictures. Okay, I feel like I'm playing, what is that game called? Operation? Um, Mr. Potato Head? I feel like that's what I'm playing, Mr. Potato Head. Which one will I keep? I don't know. I'm a more person. I really wanted to practice with this white, so I might use the white. I'm pulling from what I'm calling the frosting of these little ruffles, right? I know, Tracy, I love your pink and green outfits. Oh my God, am I envious of your pink and green outfits. I think I need to join your sorority just to wear the outfits. I've done that before. I mean, not sororities, like golf teams. I don't play golf. But so, Dell, what do you think? The pink also, right? Dell, oh. So I love it. I love it. Okay, so I also love the idea that it's already 10 o'clock and I'm gonna flip this around so I can see you guys and you guys can see that I'm still a hot mess. It is 10 a.m. on a Monday and I need to get going because I'm supposed to go to work. Yeah, this is lovely. I have coffee around here somewhere. Hey, it has been so much fun trying to catch up with you guys and see what's going on. I am so happy to have y'all. Please play with the Hermosa and let's see if we can chit chat tomorrow on the big chat that goes through for the members only. It's Texas time is 11 for us tomorrow, right? Um, yes, and uh, and yeah, Tracy, you need to send me your email address, address, so that I can ship you some Hermosa your way. Yes, I am so happy to be here with you guys. I really promise I'm gonna try. I keep telling my husband we're on the mountain with a big monster rock. We're trying to push that rock over the other side of the mountain. We're almost there. We just have to keep going. We're almost there. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I so appreciate hanging out with you guys and you guys taking your time this morning to come my way. I will see you guys when I see you. I don't know. I have Friday, I have things going on. Maybe we can meet on Saturday morning like this again, right? Let's figure out if we can do Saturday morning. As of right now, I think Nick isn't coming, and yeah, the back of my head looks horrible. Wow, that china cabinet needs to be all cleared out. It's just I need more space, and my cabinet guy isn't here yet. So, ooh, you guys have a great day, and I will see you later. I'm going to see you. Maybe let's aim for Saturday morning. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you later. Bye. Bye.